Okay, guys, Game Boy restoration lesson number 2. We did this Game Boy Pocket. We investigated a strange noise, which was actually just the D-pad when you shake it. Because I'm stupid, I didn't check my other Game Boy Pocket to make sure that it was consistent. See? So I did like a 10-minute tutorial on how to open up a Game Boy Pocket and investigate for issues. And I discovered it was, in fact, my D-pad. Anyways, we got a Game Boy Color, and I'm going to show you how to clean out a cartridge slot. There are 2 ways. Number 1, you can take a old gift card, a microfiber cloth, put the microfiber cloth on the gift card, and just shove it into the cartridge slot a couple times, rustle it around, and you'll usually come off with some gunk if something's in there. However, let's say, let me check if the camera's aligned. Nice. Let's say you do that, and it doesn't work, because this is only a method to do it without opening it up. If you have the means to open it up, if you don't, then get the means. These are like 30 cents. You can buy triad screwdrivers online. They'll ship them to your house. If you have the means to open up your Game Boy, you're going to unscrew these screws. First off, take out the batteries, the cartridge, whatever. Then you're going to unscrew these screws carefully. They might give you some resistance. This Game Boy has never been opened up, so the tap is a bit stiff. It might take you a little bit more effort to open it up. Don't worry, just grab the handle of your screwdriver with both hands. Give it a good twist. Firm but gentle. Jane, I'm doing something, baby. Can you go on the sofa thing? Thank you, girl. Same thing. Right here. You're going to be very gentle but firm. You're going to speak nice words. You're very pretty. Sometimes it doesn't work, obviously. This one's giving me a lot of resistance. Let's try a different screwdriver. Let's try a different screwdriver. Will the tip fit? No, it will not. Okay, so we cannot try a different screwdriver. We're just gonna have to keep going at it. I'm gonna actually have to pick it up. No, I was trying to keep it on the table, but obviously, yeah. It's giving me enough trouble that I had to pick it up and take it off the camera. Can't exactly exert enough pressure to open up these screws. It's either this has never been opened and we're getting into the taps for the first time, or I think that's thread locker on the screw. Yeah, that's thread locker. So, yeah. Nintendo will put thread locker on the screws. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. Just put it back together. If this had been opened before, which you'd be able to tell in a variety of ways, I'm going to have to pick it up to take off all the screws. If this had been opened up, the previous person who opened it could have put the screws in wrong and destroyed the taps. Not a good situation for a self-tapping screw, which needs to be in the taps that it establishes when it's first screwed in. So if you destroy the threads, it's almost impossible to work a self-tapping screw without damaging the plastic. Gets to the point where you have to put a bigger screw in the hole to replace your old screw, and you damage the case, and you file for divorce, and the Game Boy takes the kids, you know, stuff like that. Apologies for the background noise. I am in a house with living people. Believe it or not, people live their lives, and you don't always have control of them. I know. So embarrassing. Yeah, you're just going to get all 6 jerky screws off of your Game Boy. And just pull your case off. I meant to just pick up the Game Boy, but case wanted to come too. Okay, once you're inside, it's really easy. You don't have to take off the ribbon cable. You don't have to even unscrew these screws. If you're just after cleaning the cartridge slot, you're going to take a toothbrush, clean toothbrush. If there's toothpaste on your toothbrush, you're going to ruin your cartridge slot. I always like to clean an old toothbrush in Dawn and isopropyl alcohol just to get all the toothpaste off. You're just going to take your toothbrush and you're going to put it in the threads and back and forth a couple times. You might want to put some isopropanol on the toothbrush, but because it's just an example, I'm going to do it dry. These pins are a lot like an NES. They can get jammed. They can get a little bit bent out of shape. Don't worry about it. Now, you're going to put down your Game Boy and close her up. And that's it. After you get inside, cleaning out a cartridge slot is easy as pie because it's on the back of the Game Boy. We're going to put in some batteries to test it. Before we screw in anything, this is really what this guy should have done. He should have cleaned it and then checked it. The guy I bought it from said the cartridge slot didn't work. Really funny, and it reads perfectly fine. He said they were both stuck on boot. Turns out he just has a bad game. And the reason I'm holding it like that is because there's no screws in it. It can fall apart. You're going to take your batteries out. And that's all that guy had to do. And he could have sold this as a tested new Game Boy. Well, not new, but a tested, tested, perfect condition Game Boy Color. Instead, he had to sell it as a broken Game Boy, and I was able to save around $20 buying it, which I will now resell it and earn $20. Aren't I smart? Yeah, just put the screws in. Screw it in until it gives you enough resistance that you want to go home, and then you stop. Then you put the next one in. This is actually very therapeutic. Working with your hands is one of the best things humans can do. But yeah, that's all this guy had to do. The guy I bought these Game Boys from, he thought they didn't work. I'm really sad, really sorry for him. But, you know, win-win. He was nice, though. Well, actually, I don't know if he was nice. We didn't really message. He kind of just sent them to me, taped together in a bubble wrap coffin. Now you're just going to carefully put the screws back in their holes. Not too tight. Don't want to damage the case here. And yeah, that's it. So you guys don't have to watch me put this thing back together. But yeah, screw in most of the screws, put your batteries in, test it, and then screw in the rest of them. And I will see you later.